It is truly, truly sad and unbelievable what happened to Aidan Hutchinson. As we know, he ran into his own man, Elaine McNeil. I'm going to be going over the injury and my thoughts on it, and what I think we should do going forward. So, I have the replay here. We're going to show it. And I want to warn you, it's devastating. I'm sure you've seen it a million times by now, so it's really not going to be surprising to you at this point. But I want to get this out here. So here we go. This is from Adam Schefter. Now, it's truly disappointing. So it's Aidan Hutchinson's left knee here. It's 2.5.025 speed. Did a nasty move on Terrence Steele. Like he always does on most of the offensive line. Watch his left knee here, alright? His left knee right here. Okay? He's going to run into right here. See how it's flying around? Elaine McNeil, alright? So there's his leg. There's Elaine McNeil's right knee. Or left knee. And Elaine McNeil's trying to make a play as well. He's getting pushed over by the offensive lineman. Aidan Hutchinson is going, Aidan Hutchinson's speed, 100%, 110%, 150%, whatever you want to call it. And he always does this. He tries his hardest, and it's unbelievable what truly happens. Friendly fire. We saw it last week with Rasheed Rice and Patrick Mahomes. So here we go. Bam, right there. Oh, it's so nasty. And it's so sad. I mean, there you go. There's a perfect picture of it. Yeah, that's bad. There you go. And it's truly sad. I mean, it just bends around, and I don't even, it's one of the most gruesome injuries I've ever seen. It really, truly is. And the fact that he was able to force a sack is truly unbelievable, and that shows him he's one of the toughest and one of the best defensive ends in the league. And it's truly amazing how he could do that. So shout out to Aidan Hutchinson for finishing that sack. And let me pull up here what Adam Schefter and the further updates are. Again, I'm sure you've seen it by now, but the further updates is that, okay, just reset my Twitter. The further updates is that right here. It's not good. It's not good. It is a little bit better than I initially thought, and a lot of people initially thought. But here's the injury. This is from Ian Rappaport. This happened last night. This is one of the reports I'll show you. While Aidan Hutchinson's broken tibia is obviously season-ending, the early prognosis is that being ready for the 2025 season should not be an issue. All things considered, that's good news. It clearly is. And the other one is definitely better. We saw this morning. This is being recorded on the Monday. And this is from the Lions Twitter account. I think you can see this. While Aidan Hutchinson underwent successful surgery to repair a fractured tibia and fibula, so it's both. I didn't initially see that, or a lot of people didn't initially see that. They thought it was only the fibula, I believe, and now it's the fibula and tibia at Baylor White Medical Center in Irving, Texas last night. He stayed in Texas overnight. He's going to return, I think, this week. Hutchinson will return to Detroit this week and is expected to make a full recovery. There's no timeline for his return to play at this time. And Dan Campbell, during his press conference, talked about it, how much he was for the team and how much we're going to play for him through his injury. And he even ruled out in his press conference today that he's not giving up on Hutch returning for the season, potentially for the Super Bowl if we make it, which we should, obviously. But Aidan Hutchinson, that's good news. It very, very well is. Obviously, I'm assuming he's out for the year. It's probably better if he's out for the year, honestly, anyway. I don't want to risk him having, the same injury if he was to be able to make the Super Bowl or come back this season. I wouldn't want to risk his injury more, so I think it's better just sitting him out this year anyway. Plus, he won't be 100% anyway. So, he's probably out for the year. It'll be great if we can see him back, but it's probably better if we just sit him and make sure he's out for the rest of the year and be back for 2025. But he is expected to be back for 2025, have no limitations. So that's huge for the Detroit Lions. And my thoughts on it, Brad Holmes has to make a move. I mean, there's no excuses anymore. Marcus Davenport, once he went down, I immediately knew we had to make a move. Didn't make a move. I mean, we signed Alquan Muhammad to the practice squad, but that's not a Davenport replacement in terms of talent. Now, Aidan Hutchinson, we need to make a move. I think we need to make two now. I think we need to make two. I think we need to bring in, not necessarily, you can't get as talented as Aidan Hutchinson. You can't. In my opinion, Nick Bosa, Max Crosby, all the elite guys, Nick Bosa, Myles Garrett, they're all about on the same level as Hutch, even TJ Watt. So, I don't think you can get better than Hutchinson. Obviously, none of those guys will be Detroit Lion that I just mentioned. They're going to cost way too much. I'd love for him to be Detroit Lion. I just don't see it happening. And then, but you can get some guys with very good talent to be a number one, that are number one edge rusher that just, they're not elite like the best defensive end in the league. One of the best defensive players in the league, in Aidan Hutchinson. But there's guys out there, Trey Henderson, you also see on the thumbnail, could the Lions bring back Bruce Irvin or Tyson Alualu? I don't know. I think they could. I think they really, really true. I think that was the wrong thumbnail I just mentioned, by the way. But if it is the right thumbnail, could I see them coming back? Yes, I legitimately could. I could legitimately see them coming back. I would say there's a really good chance Bruce Irvin could come back. He's one of the best defensive ends in terms of talent still available. It's crazy. And I thought Tyson Alualu did a good job in the pass rush as well last year. And we lost Kyle Peko probably for the season as well. He had a pec injury during the Dallas game and was immediately ruled out. He's probably out for the year as well. He slammed his helmet on the ground when they showed him for a little bit going into the medical tent. He's probably going to be out for the year. So we already have one roster spot open. Hutchinson will get placed on IR, so will Peko. So we'll have 3 roster spots open. 2 of them should be for defensive ends, and then 1 of them should be for either Mahogany or another defensive tackle to replace Kyle Peko, which would probably be Chris Smith or Pat O'Connor, but you never know. So that's my thoughts on Aidan Hutchinson. One pride, go Lions. Prayers up to Hutch, man. You see, I'm rocking this for the whole day. And I'm praying for him. Yep. We have to make a move at some point, and I would like it to be this week, but if it's as long as it happens, and I'm talking about not next year, I'm talking about this year at the deadline, as long as something happens. Yeah, but that's all. One pride, go Lions. Prayers up to Hutch. We're looking forward to seeing him back in 2025, man, and win Defensive Player of the Year and become one of the best Lions players of all time. One pride, go Lions.